Question 1. Explain the causes of World War I and give examples. Main. Militarism was a cause of the war power because the war was an arms race, with Britain, France, and Germany competing to build larger armies and navies. In fact, between 1870 and 1914, all the major powers besides the United States and Great Britain more than doubled their army sizes. Alliances was a cause of the war because it forced many countries to enter into the conflict even though they were not affected originally. As each country's alliances became involved, and then those alliances became involved, the war grew to encompass the entire world. Imperialism is a gathering of colonies in the 1890s. Many countries that had not had many colonies decided that they wanted to have more colonies. This led to the global competition for land. Nationalism is having pride in one's country and believing that one's country is better than other countries. The nationalist pride helped to fuel the world. Question number 2. Describe the intensification of conflict in the Balkans that eventually accumulated with World War I. From a Balkan perspective, it is crucial to look at the actors and decision makers who were at the work during the conflict between Austria, Hungary, and Serbia. The two states involved in the original Sarajevo crisis. Doing so highlights factors that are somewhat different from those at the work among the great powers at large, or those cited in general explanations for the world. Describe the global impact of World War I. World War I killed more people, more than 9 million soldiers, sailors, and flyers, and other 5 million civilians. Involved more countries, 28, and cost more money, 186 billion in direct costs and other 151 billion in direct costs, than any previous war in history. It was the first war to use airplanes, tanks, long-range artillery, submarines, and poisonous gas. It left at least 7 billion men permanently disabled. World War I probably had more far-reaching consequences than any other preceding war. Politically, it has resulted in the downfall of 4 monarchies. In Russia in 1917, in Austria-Hungary and Germany in 1918, and in Turkey in 1922. It contributed to the Bolshevik rise to power in Russia in 1917, and the triumph of fascism in Italy in 1922. It ignited colonial revolts in the Middle East and in Southeast Asia. Economically, the war severely disrupted the European economics and allowed the United States to become the world's leading creator and industrial power. The war also brought vast social consequences, including the mass murder of Armenians in Turkey, and an influential epidemic that killed over 25 million people worldwide. Few events better reveal that the utter unpredictability of the future. At the dawn of the 20th century, most Europeans looked forward to a future of peace and prosperity. Europe had not fought a war for 100 years, but a belief in human progress was shattered by World War I. A war few wanted to or expected at any point during the 5 weeks leading up to the outbreak of fighting the conflict might have been averted.